Hi guys, it's your girl Just the Mess with Hope and Heels. I'm coming to you today and I'm coming to you from the man cave slash turned into a woman's gym with my man Martin. He's going to be our guest speaker for today. So November is Men's Health Awareness Month. And what that includes is your whole well-being, your mental health, your physical health, your social health. Right now, they're making it aware for many things for men this month: depression, suicide, any type of cancer, testicular cancer, diabetes, stroke. And I think I feel a lot of men don't really take care of themselves the way they should. I feel there's many reasons they think that, it's not okay to talk about issues, or they have that little macho vibe. They don't want to go to the doctor. They don't want to hear if anything's wrong with them. So a lot of times men don't take care of themselves. And if you notice, there was statistics that men die before women. Men suffer more diseases than women just because they don't get checked yearly. So I'm here today with Martin. He's gonna share his thoughts on mental health. He's gonna share some things that he feels that could be encouraging to any man out there that is going through something, that has been taught it's not okay to share, or maybe have never been asked if they are okay or anything's wrong with them, or asked to gone to the doctor. So I have a few questions and I'm going to dig into his brain, and he's going to share his thoughts with us today. So my first question is, why is men's health important to you?
Well, not only you need to take care of yourself mentally, but physically also to live a longer life and to be there for your family and um, to see your kids, uh, to raise them correctly, but be there with them. If they're playing in sports, you won't be able to move or practice with them if you are obese or not even mentally there, or something's going on with you. So it's very important to take care of yourself. Absolutely.
Good answer. Good answer. A lot of times, do you know any men that have gone or passed at an early age due to not taking care of themselves physically or mentally?
Yes, a few of them. A couple of them have had two of coworkers had heart attacks for not taking care of themselves. One was he was obese and he just had a heart attack in his sleep. And another friend of mine was actually physically fit and had a heart attack.
Wow.
But that was hereditary. So
And that's another reason why they recommend for us to go to the doctor, get our physicals, get our blood work done. Because if we are suffering, if anything from genetics, it can
mhm.
be passed down, and we just have to take care of our
And
bodies.
definitely. And as far as going yearly to a physical and stuff like that, a lot of us men do not go, and we think we don't have time because work is pressing all the time, and sometimes we need to step back and actually think about our family. Work will always be there, and if they do fire you for going to the doctor, then that job wasn't for you. Your family and your health is very important, especially if you want to live a long life here on Earth. And it's definitely to check it yearly, and and go because you want to, not because it's forcefully. It's better to go to actually see what's going on, even though we know that day by day we're doing wrong in our body, no matter what. Because I speak from, like, I'm at fault of myself. I drink a lot of Monsters and a lot of energy drinks. My work days consist of 12 hours, and sometimes it's longer than that because there's other things that I do after work. And
It just gets
I
easier,
just
right?
need something to give me energy, and
Go to.
that's my go-to for sure. And now, all these years that I have been drinking them, it just feels like it's water already. So it's very important for me to go to the doctor, and I don't want to hear the results, but I know what I need to do as far as taking care of
Because the truth
myself.
hurts sometimes, right? The truth is like, ugh, but it also could be an eye opener, right? And sometimes that truth will help you switch the things that you haven't been doing and switch your thoughts. But it is difficult to go because,
Right.
sometimes, I mean, I get scared to go. Right. We don't want to hear the things that we've been doing wrong to our bodies. Um, Thank you for sharing that. And how do you or have you recently given yourself self care? I mean, I know you've gone to the doctor, right? But it's probably been over a year. But you said sometimes forcefully. But how do you, like, on your own time? Is there something that you do personally that, you give yourself some type of self love, self care? No? Okay, well. We
Well,
need to pray
most
for
of
him so he can give himself some more self care.
I
And yes,
think
I'm
I
praying for
think
this man all day long.
I think as far as self care, a lot of us men, or to decompress even, is we kind of choose different types of environments that we want to do, or things that we want to do. Like for me, I like to build things, but that's still physical work, and I like to work out, and I like to take my kids, on ventures, trails, and stuff like that. Still physical work, but mentally, I actually decompose this, and I feel like I'm actually spending time with them, and that's a self care to me.
Right, yeah, for sure.
So
You definitely help whatever you're going through at the moment. Like you say, you're
right,
a builder, so let's say you start to, that energy and anger out
mm-hmm.
on the nails and the hammer. So then by
Right,
the time you're done creating, you feel a different relief. I'm sure you don't feel the same when before you started making whatever you were making, your bench or your table and
right.
stuff. So definitely, that's helped
Can
you
you see
right
when
there.
I'm doing that? I feel like I'm in my zone, and I'll be able to um, kind of clear my head and kind of throw everything to the side and kind of like focus on that, and it makes me self meditate is the word that I'm looking for.
But it's been
That's
a while.
exactly what I did. Yeah,
It's
and
been a
but
while since
it's
you made
been
something. So
yeah, it's been a
if y'all have
while.
extra
So
wood out there, we'll go pick it up. He needs to take care of himself. He'll build you something. He'll build you a nice bench, maybe a deck that'll take a year, but he'll get it done. Okay, and so then my next question is for you. Why do you think that men don't ask for help?
because I think it's weak for sure. I think it's unmanly, and pride. A lot of pride goes along with it. They don't have time to think about themselves. A lot of men put their family or their significant other before them than to actually worry about themselves. We don't have time for that. Nobody cares. That's exactly
Mm,
what goes in our head. Like nobody really cares about what we're thinking. Should we express ourselves? Which is wrong, fellas. It's wrong.
very
We need
wrong.
to especially if you're in a relationship with somebody, that person needs to be somebody that you'll be able to go and communicate with as much as you can, or if not, a friend, somebody that your mother, if you have a father there that you have good relationship with, definitely speak with that person so you won't have a heavy heart, or a lot of stuff on your shoulders, to actually release that. It's very important to release that, because if you just constantly hold that in, it's bad for your health, man, for sure.
Yeah, that's there's lies in that too, right? So you're saying like men don't ask for help because they think that no one cares,
Right.
that no one, but that's just a lie. So that lie comes from the enemy. The enemy wants to attack your mind, attack your thoughts, because the enemy wants you to think that you don't care. So when you don't care, what happens? You don't reach out for help, you don't talk to
Mm-hmm.
nobody, you don't go see maybe a doctor or counselor. So then you're just there left alone dealing with all these feelings, dealing with all these emotions until you blow up, right? So this is why we are chatting with men, getting in the brain of man, because we care, men matter. We want you to know, men, that you matter, that there is someone out there, whether it's a family member, a stranger, or even when you feel like you can't reach out to someone in, a friend, a family, a doctor,
Mm-hmm.
a co-worker, your children, you can't talk to nobody. That's where God steps in. God steps in and he is there. And even if you talk to yourself, even if you're talking and expressing how you're feeling, even if you write it out, if you sing it out and you give it to him, he cares, he knows, he understands what you're going through.
Sure.
So he'll be able to help you when those lies come in. And sometimes it might seem tough, right? Because y'all were born, like y'all are programmed and trained to be macho and mighty,
Right.
not share. And sometimes people, sometimes we don't grow up with faith, so we don't know what that is, we don't know what that looks like, or we don't know what that feels like. But I know there's been a time in your life that you've gone through something, you've come out of something, and you're still here, you're still standing, and that right there has been by the love and the grace of God. So he's there, people. You matter, man. Share what you're feeling, express. It's okay to share. And so my last question for you today that I want Mr. Martin Perez to leave for you guys out there is, what he's going to leave you with some positive words, man. He's going to leave you with some positive words that you can share with other men that might be feeling, because I'm sure sometimes there's been times when you felt lost, right? Or you felt there was no one you could talk to. And maybe sometimes you still might feel that, right? Because I'm always like a loud person, right? Or maybe I might not understand what you're feeling. So maybe there's times or moments that you don't come and talk to me because you're always, this is the man I pray for. This is the man that I tell you that worries me and stresses me. He's at work 7 days a week, 365 days, right, a year, all year long, sometimes 12 to 14 hours, like this weekend, right? Example. He didn't go to work on Friday because he was supposed to help me. Did I see him? He picked up a job. No. He had work Saturday and Sunday. I saw him to tell me goodbye, and he would come and kiss me when he was here, and I was asleep. So I've had this much time with this man. Because all he does is he's a provider. He wants to provide. He's worrying about the bills getting paid. He's worrying about, making sure we have food on the table, making sure we have money to enjoy ourselves. He's making sure that we have money for our rent for the next 2 months. So this man is constantly always on a go, always working, right? And I've been expressing to him that it's not good. It's not good physically, right? Because he's going to wear and tear down his body. It's not good mentally, right? Because everything that he's going through, everything that he's missing is going to be in his head stressing, right? He's stressing about the bills. He's stressing about not being there with his family. He's stressing about more bills. He's stressing about everything, right? So that is why I worry, because I know what stress can do to you. Stress can harm your body. Stress can harm your body, that if you got sick or if you got an illness and your immune system is not strong enough and you're stressing and you're worrying and you're depressed and you have anxiety, all that is going to take over everything else and your body's going to shut down. And what happens? You can have a heart attack. You can have a stroke. You can die. So that is my fear when it comes to this man. I don't want him to die. I don't want him to leave me. I'm not ready yet. I want to be with him for very old age, and when all that hair is already gray and white, I got mine, but that's okay. But so this is why we are here. This is why we're sharing, because this man works all the time. So sometimes he does not take care of his physical, mental, social well-being, and I worry for him. And so therefore, there's times where I might sound like a nag, but hey, if I've already told you 100 times, go get checked, go to the doctor. I'm only doing it because I love you and I care, not because, we're getting wiser, as I say, and that's just something that happens as you get older. Things happen to your body, and you need to visit your doctor to help with your wealth, and take care of yourself. And so I'm going to leave him with his encouraging words for men. But seriously.
So it's very important to take care of yourself no matter what. Not only you need to put your nutritions in your body, the vitamins, all the good stuff that you actually need in your body. That goes with the health part of men. Mentally, we need to take care of ourselves too, because your brain is the most powerful muscle that we have, and it can sometimes manipulate us and think otherwise of what we're supposed to be doing. Communication is very important when it comes to just speaking out or any stuff that is bothering you. It's okay to ask for help, for sure. I'm still working on that myself, because I was raised, not built, but I was raised to be the provider. That's what I saw when I was growing up. Unfortunately, my dad wasn't there, but I did see from other parents and other men that were fathers. I did see them the way they were raising their kids, and I took that as how we were supposed to be. And they told us to not cry, you know, not to show emotion. That emotion, as we were growing up, it wasn't. It was put on the back burner, no matter how you felt. But I believe that um, that was something that should have been taught a long time ago. So I'm teaching my son that it's okay to cry, it's okay to show emotion, it's okay to ask questions. That's a part of our element and our feelings. So it's important to communicate for sure, to show emotions. That's the main thing, to show emotions. And I wrote something down real quick because I know that we were trying to do this video, but I did write something down real fast. I wrote down that I want you guys to know that it's okay. It's okay for you to cry. I want you to know that crying doesn't mean that you're weak, but it actually means that you've been so strong for so long that sometimes it feels like the world's weight is on your shoulders. And I want you to know that it's okay and it's safe for you to tell anybody and to let it go. So crying makes you feel so it feels like a relief. But there's a difference from you cry because you're happy. You know, when something great happens, you show emotion, and a lot of guys tend to try to stay tough on that part. If someone passes away, I think I didn't start crying or showing emotion, stuff like that was when I hit my 30s, or when actually became a parent. Um, that was the actual first time I ever cried. I didn't cry at funerals. I didn't cry when something happened. I didn't cry of tears of joy. But as a parent, I had to refocus and figure out what I needed to do, and that's important for us men to show our kids that that's okay, it's all right, and I want you guys to know that you need to find somebody that you can talk to, find somebody that you can express your feelings, that actually has an ear for you, that's there to listen to you and not have examples that what's going on in their lives or try to beat what you're going through. You need somebody that to be able to just listen to what is bothering you. Depression and stuff and anxiety, they're all real. Everything is real. And but yeah, crying is not weakness. I just want to leave you guys with that, just to let you know that. And I thank you for all your time, and
Thank you.
thank you for tuning in and being here in the man cave, but it's really not my man cave. You see all these colors here?
See, men, when you become married, everything becomes each other's. But women did come from men. So, go figure. But thank you. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe. Click on our Hope and Heals channel. It's free. Share this video. If you have a man that's going through something, ladies, be there for your men. Watch the signs, pay attention. If you have any friends, any bros that are going through something, let them know it's okay. Be a shoulder, be an ear. Share this video with them. Let them know that it is okay. So
one thing important, because you said as talking to your wife and stuff. When your husband or man or your significant other shows him that type of emotion and cries and spills stuff like that to you, don't use it against him. Especially when you're having arguments with him, man, do not use that against him, because he will shut down and he'll put that block. He'll put that wall back up, and you'll never get him out of there anymore.
Yeah, so don't put your man down, ladies.
So it's important for you not to belittle him when he shows that type of emotion, and don't feel that it's weakness, because it just means that he's saved inside, but he's not soft. You know what I mean? So
like when we're there and I'm calling you a crybaby, I shouldn't do that, right?
stuff like that.
Just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah, you
But
don't
yeah.
call me that. I'm like,
Well, we'll save that for another conversation. But no, seriously, I know what you're talking about, because then you're right. If we use that, and vice versa,
Right.
because that hurts someone's feelings more. We're like, hey, we're here opening up to you, and you want to
Yeah, that's exactly.
call me a name,
yeah.
or you want to make fun of my issue, or
Right.
because it doesn't matter the issue. Every issue that we're going through, everything we're feeling should be important.
Right, and it's like you wanted me to communicate with you, but yeah, you're belittling me because of what I'm expressing to you or showing you emotion. Well, now you know what? I'm not gonna even do it anymore, and now you're gonna get the raw part of the stuff that
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, was going on before. So
yeah, we don't want that at all. We want to come together. We want to connect. So couples, come together, connect, talk to your man, talk to your women. But this month, it's all about men. So we're going to take care of our men. We're going to nag them to get checked, to go check their testicles, to go check their heartbeats and their brains, because all those body parts matter. And so do you. So bye, guys. Bye, ladies. Talk to you soon. And remember, men matter.